Alright, this video doesn't have all of the FNAF merch ever to be made, but I tried to find most of it. There's probably like so many obscure companies that made a little piece of FNAF merch that's so insignificant I couldn't find it on Google. So here's what I think is a good portion of the FNAF merch out there. Alright, this is what I could find for blind bags. The Rad's Twist candy holders, circle and square version. Funko Mystery Mini. Funko Plush Mystery Minis. Pint-sized heroes. The Danglers. The FNAF Mimojis. A variety of stickers. FNAF card. Blind bag pins by the people who made the dangle. FNAF mini flashlight. That's what I could find for blind bags. For figures and plushes, we have this. The Funko Racers. Those squishy mini FNAF things. The previous squishy FNAF things, but bigger. The FNAF Funko action figures, but on a keychain. The FNAF Funko figures, but just small. Funko Pops and the McFarlane sets. Also FNAF Funko Pops on a keychain. For plushies, there are Sanchi's FNAF plushies. Funko's FNAF plushies. Funko Mimoji plushies. Good Stuff plushies. Good Stuff Big Carnival plushies. I actually forgot some things for figures, so the giant FNAF statues that are coming out. Funko Hero World figures. NECA Giant Freddy Fazbear. NECA FNAF charger holders. There were also some things by NECA that hold on to your shower head. These don't really count, but FNAF pens by Funko. FNAF Pizza Maker set. FNAF Scare flashlight. Continuing with plushes, there are the flat FNAF Funko keychains. Funko also made some other keychains, but I don't know how to describe them. But the FNAF clothing things get a little crazy. Sanchi made a bunch of things like a scarf and t-shirts, but they're nothing compared to the amount of stuff BioWorld has. BioWorld makes the most abundant amount of FNAF merch, including things like backpacks, hoodies, shirts, and pajamas. They also make an umbrella, among other things. There is also Cloak and everything on the FNAF AR store. Other pieces of FNAF merch include things like books, board games, mugs like the ones I found at the Hot Topic website, fidget spinners, Halloween costumes, board games, books, games, tins. There's also some animatronic hoodies I found, but I don't know who made them or where you can buy them. There's also things like mini poster blind boxes, calendars, and full posters. And of course, the blacklight slime. In conclusion, the amount of FNAF merch out there is crazy. You can find a FNAF version of almost anything. It took me an hour to make this, and I probably still missed a whole lot of stuff. Today I'm going to look at some of the worst Five Nights at Freddy's merch I could find. With the FNAF danglers, there's nothing really awful, they're just kind of cheap and ugly. Overall, the FNAF danglers aren't awful, but they're certainly not anything special or good. The Good Stuff plushes, while still not being horrible, are very cheap and very ugly. Good Stuff is definitely the worst, cheapest, and most low quality official FNAF plushes you can buy. With the Blacklight Slime Heads, it feels like the company who made them wanted to milk as much money from the FNAF license as physically possible while also making a poopy product. Literally, who thought this would be a good idea at all? This is a horrible product. And this slime is just a normal kind of slime. It isn't a special version or anything like that. BioWorld is some of the worst FNAF merch you can buy out there. It is so cheaply made, and the designs are often really ugly, and overall it's just some of the worst FNAF merch you can buy. I genuinely can't think of one good piece of merch BioWorld has made. Their products are honestly awful. Besides being ugly, the BioWorld FNAF merch is also very cheaply made. Okay, I genuinely didn't know that this piece of merch existed until I found it at a Walgreens clearance bin. From what I can tell, the Hangriest FNAF slime poop thingy seems to be a bootleg or just not made with the FNAF license. Besides being a bootleg, who the fuck asked for a Freddy Fazbear pooping toy? Like, honestly, who? I want names. To me, this is by far the worst piece of FNAF merch ever made, and I hope the bar doesn't get set any lower. So these, in my opinion, are some of the worst pieces of FNAF merch ever made. I know there are some others like the Rat's Twist and the blind bag flashlights, but honestly these seem like the worst to me. Those didn't really make the cut. Thanks for watching and all that fun stuff. So I was playing FNAF 6 and I noticed this.
And to you, my brave volunteer, who somehow found this job listing not intended for you.
To me, this is a weird line, because Michael Afton would be the intended person for the job listing.
Congratulations! You went somewhere you weren't supposed to go, saw something you weren't supposed to see, and prevented a tidy resolution to a messy problem. Needless to say, you're fired. But before you go, take this certificate of insanity. We're giving it to you to ensure that no one believes you, and to ensure that we can promptly replace you without incident. There is a truck waiting for you outside. Take care.
It's weird that they would remove such an essential part of their plan for seeing something that he probably already knows. They wouldn't just kill their plan for something as small as that. The first small detail I found was that it seemed that Fazbear Entertainment was trying to manipulate you in some way. The only other small detail I could find was that the animatronics kill you like any other night guard. So in conclusion, this is why I think Michael Afton is not the FNAF 6 protagonist. From the evidence shown, I think there's a good chance for my theory to be true. Even though it probably makes more sense for him to be the protagonist of FNAF 6 because of obvious reasons. Thanks for watching.